Hey y'all, happy Monday, but it might not be Monday for you. It's probably not gonna be Monday for you, but happy whatever day it is of the week, fill in the blank. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I am Max from MB Crafts. You know me here as MB Creations, but my business is actually MB Crafts. But MB Crafts was already taken for YouTube, so we just did whatever. So if you don't already follow me on Facebook, I'm MB Crafts over on Facebook. I'm MB Crafts by Max on TikTok, Instagram. I think I'm MB Crafts by Max as well. My link tree will be posted in the description box. You can find all my links on there. I have a website that I'm going to be launching in February. It actually is already up, but I'm going to be launching it and taking payments in February. And I also have an Etsy shop down there as well, blah, blah, blah. Today I'm going to be showing you a really simple project. I do these every year. Every year I make these little cute little snowman Hershey bars for Christmas time. And so I wanted to do something like this, but for Valentine's Day, because I actually had Hershey bars left over like this with a snowman face on that I never got around to doing because I bought so many of them and I didn't sell all of them. This year I made about 650 of these, you guys, for Christmas, and I had some left over, so I was like, these are gonna expire before next Christmas, so I needed something to do with them because I don't like milk chocolate, I don't like Hershey bars, so I'm not gonna eat these all, and even if I did, I probably shouldn't eat all these. But yeah, so I don't like them, and I didn't want to give them away because, you know, chocolate is expensive. So I wanted to come up with something for Valentine's Day, and I was asking all my people on Facebook what I should do, and they said you should do something for Valentine's Day. We definitely would love something like that. So I'm here to show you guys how to make these. If you guys have watched, I did do a tutorial about this on my Facebook page, but I could probably do one of those for Christmas coming up next year. But we are going to be making really cute gnomes. So this is what they're going to look like. They're really, really, really adorable. So basically, they're exactly like they're basically the exact Hershey bar. And I just covered up that snowman face with some cute little paper in the front, and then we turn them into little gnomes. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make them. I have them in different little styles. This one's got the black and white check fabric hat. This has got a little pink hat with the red twine. But yeah, they're so stinking cute. I'm gonna show you guys how to make them. They're so simple. You can turn these and give them maybe your kids. I know when I was little and I was in elementary school, we used to give Valentines every single year to our classmates. These would be a good gift for that, and you and your kids can get crafty, or maybe you just want to give a little something to your coworkers or your little family members, or you might just be able to, maybe you just have to make, all you have to do is make one of them and give them to your special someone. And you could do this with one of those really big king size Hershey bars and give them a really big one. If you don't want to give them a small one, and then you just have to change the dimensions and just have a bigger hat, obviously, and more of the thing, but it'd be the exact same items in the same way to do it. So I'm gonna pull you guys down because you guys don't need to be waiting any longer, and we're gonna get crafty. So the things you're gonna need for this project is obviously some sort of Hershey bar. Now, I wrapped my Hershey bars already in paper. You just got to figure out your dimensions. Basically, it is whatever height, and then I just like put it in the front, wrapped it around, and cut the ends so then I can cover up the whole thing. Whatever you got to do, you could definitely just cover this in colorful paper, and then you wouldn't even have to worry about doing this step where covering it with paper. But the reason I had to do this is because these already looked like this. Now that one's broken. I'll give that to someone in the family. Actually, it actually survived. It's strong. And I just needed to cover up this snowman face because that doesn't really fit the vibe. So basically that's what you're gonna do. And then what I did is I went in with a piece of paper. I cut it at, I think it was 2 inches by 5 inches. So a 2 by 5 piece of paper, and I covered up the face. But like I said, basically all you have to do is just get colorful paper and cover up the whole thing, and you won't even need to have the white unless you like the white, but I would just cover it with whatever color paper and call it a day. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna need one of those, any size. Like I said, if you wanna do like a big king size, you don't even have to do a Hershey bar. You could do these for anything. Maybe your significant other likes Kit Kats. You could get them one of the big Kit Kats. Like they have the king size ones that are really big. You could turn them into one of those. Whatever you wanted to do, but I use these because I sell these and these work great and everyone loves them. So what you're gonna need is that. You're also gonna need some sort of fabric for your hat. I have a couple different colors. I got this. This is red fabric. It comes in like a blanket. I get it at Walmart. It's called a throw blanket, and I get them for $2.50. I think they might have jacked up the price now, but they're the Mainstays brand, and they're basically, you can find them in a big box in the middle of the aisle, usually around winter time. You can also get fabric at any store. I go the cheaper route just because I do so many of them. I don't want to have $1 million worth of fabric just because I don't want to, obviously the more expensive you have to sell them for, and I want to keep these cost effective. This is a baby blanket that I got at the Dollar Tree. It has little hearts on it. I think they're hearts or they're little splashes or whatever they are, but they're pink. These work great. And then I also have, I don't know where it is now. I don't know where the fabric is. Oh, it's right here. This is the black and white fabric. It came out a big roll at Walmart in the crafting section. I don't remember how much. It was like $9 or something, but it's fluffy on the inside. And then it's the buffalo check on the outside, and this is super popular. So I got that. You could basically do any fabric you wanted. I'm basically using up my leftovers from Christmas, and they just worked. So any color fabric you want, and what I do is I cut them at 6 by 6, so 6 inches both ways, a 6 by 6 square. And then what I do is I take one of the sides, whatever it is, it's any of the 4 sides, and I cut slits in them. The slits are right about 2 inches, about 2-inch slits. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever you decide, just slits. So obviously if you're gonna go with a bigger Hershey bar, you need to measure out your Hershey bar. So if you go with the king size, you're probably not gonna need a 6 by 6. You're gonna need probably like a 10 by 10 or an 8 by 8 or whatever. You can pretty much figure it out. Just take your piece of fabric or whatever, go around your bar. Let me find a bar, and you're gonna basically figure it out, and then just make sure, I like it, obviously, you want them to cover up the end and not go halfway. So figure out your fabric. If you're gonna go with the Hershey bar like mine, these are the full-size Hershey bars, you're gonna need a 6 by 6, and you're gonna cut slits like that. So that's what you're gonna do with any fabric that you like, whatever one you pick. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come out on the opposite side of where you cut the slits. So the slits are up here, and what you're gonna do is you're going to hot glue the end, and we're gonna create a really it's basically anything with detail, and I just fold it over about 1 inch, and I create a rim or a brim or whatever you wanna call it. So now we just kinda got a rim like that. It kinda makes it look a little bit better for your Hershey bar, okay? Then what you're gonna need to do is, I'm gonna set that over to the side, we'll get to that in a second. We need to create our beard for our gnome, okay? Obviously, a gnome isn't a gnome without its little beard. There's multiple different ways you can do the beard, basically whatever. The way I did it, it was just the easiest and the cheapest. Now, there's 2 different ways to do it, 2 different things. They're both exactly pretty much the same. And I use the mop heads from the Dollar Tree. You can get these in the cleaning section. You don't have to, a lot of people didn't realize this, you don't have to go out and buy the big humongous mop that's on the stem to get these. They sell these mop heads, y'all, in the package already. Just like this. It's basically the replacement. They sell them in the package. So when I first started, I didn't realize this, and I'm over here buying 25 mops because they're $1. So basically, if you do a lot more DIYs, you could go with the actual mop, and so that way you can use the metal pole if that's something that you could use. I don't need 1,000 metal poles. I don't do much crafts like that, so you could definitely do it because you're getting basically the mop head and the pole for $1. This you're getting just the head. This is a lot easier for me. I don't have to sit there and carry around all those poles. But if you do crafts like that, definitely get those, and then you can use the metal thing for something. So you're getting a bang for your buck because they're both $1. So what I do is I cut them off of the thing all the way to the top as far as I can go. Okay, and then I'll show you what I do tonight. But they also sell these mop heads at the dollar store. They look like this. They're kind of a gray and white. I've used these before for my bigger gnomes. I prefer this one for these smaller gnomes. I think it looks a little bit better because I unravel these to make them a little bit more bushy. But you could definitely use this if you wanted to go with this. I think this might look cool if you go with like a king size Hershey bar because you can also probably go ahead and fray these to make them really bushy if that's something that you wanted to do, but I don't know how you do it. It'd probably take a lot of work. And like I said, I make so many I'm gonna be making probably about 100 of these. I already have orders coming in my Etsy shop. I think I have about 49 orders already for these. So I wanna make sure that this is cost effective and it's not so time consuming. If it takes me 5 minutes to make one thing, I'm gonna be here forever. So I want these to be able to take like a minute to go. And I do this in like, in order. What I don't know what the word is right now. I can't think of it. It'll come to me. This assembly line. So I like to do the beards and heads and all the things, but we're gonna show you guys how to do these now. So you're gonna figure out whatever one you like. I'm gonna go with the white mop head. So what I do is I basically take the mop head and I cut this off in big stems, but I already have a bunch cut over here, but I'm gonna just show you. So you can cut a bunch off at once, but I'm gonna just show you. I take one, so you're gonna get one stem, and then I fold it in half, and I cut it in half. So now you're gonna have like a half of one, okay? So I have a big pile over here of what all of them already cut, just because it's a lot easier. But if you're gonna make a bunch of these, I just take them and I just basically cut all of them off and go that way. So what you're gonna do is you're also gonna need popsicle sticks. Now these are popsicle sticks. You can get them anyway. I think the dollar store sells them. Otherwise Walmart sells them all over the place. You're gonna need popsicle sticks. And what I do is I measured out my Hershey bar. These are popsicle sticks are 2 inches. So 2-inch popsicle stick. You can get 2 little halves in one. It's not exactly in half. But it is a 2-inch piece here, and then I cut that. So what I'm gonna do is I took that, and what I did is you're gonna need 2 of the little pieces for one Hershey bar. So what I do is I take hot glue and I run it down this this popsicle stick. Be careful you don't burn yourself. And then what I do is you're gonna need these little half pieces, and I just layer them on there, just the ends, just the little tips. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. These are just the little tips right on the edge, like so. It takes about 6 of them to go on there. So just like that. So now you can see that I just put the tip on there and then kind of push down on them so that they're nice and tight. This helps be able to just have your beard already made before you put on your hat. Then what I do is to basically secure it, because we're gonna pull these apart, is I layer hot glue right on the top again, and I put another popsicle stick right on top of that. So I basically sandwich the thing in between there. So that way when I go through here and I pull out everything, I'm gonna unravel these things to make the beard more fluffy. My things don't fall out, because if you don't get them fully attached, most of the time they like to come apart, and then you lose half of your strings. I'm gonna quick stop it, and I'm gonna pull you guys down so you guys are a little bit closer to the okay, so I hope you're a little bit closer. So then what I'm gonna do is I just kind of cut across, so I make sure that they're all even, so that way they don't look ridiculous. And then what I do is these things come apart, you guys. Right now you can see this kind of not like beardy looking. So what I do is I unravel them. So I just twist like so. You just twist them, and then if you pull it from the top, it becomes 4 little strings. Sometimes one little thing falls off, but that's totally fine. And then you just keep twisting, and it's gonna unravel all of the pieces, and then it's become more of a beard. So your beard, you want your beard to be like fluffy, and it's gonna look more like a beard this way. This is what I do when I do all my gnomes, even when I do my sock gnomes. I think it looks a little bit better, and it also becomes a little bit more wrinkly, and it gets a little bit more fluffy too. The little cotton pieces like to start to kind of thread away, and it becomes a little bit more fluffy. So I just pull them out. Look at the way that looks a lot better now. So what you're gonna do now is when you're gonna start assembling your piece. So what you're gonna do is you're going to take your Hershey bar, and then you're just gonna kind of closer to the top, but not real close. You're going to do a bead of glue. You're gonna stick your pipe cleaner on there, or your thing on there. I pretty much have this down because I've made so many of these already, so I kind of know exactly how that is, but otherwise you can just measure before you do that. Stick your hot glue on there, and then what I do is I take my glue gun again, and I beat it right over the top of that that popsicle stick, and then I do a little dab up on the top up here, so that way it is there. And then I take the little cuff and I put it right to the edge of that popsicle stick, push it down, okay, right on top of that popsicle stick, and then I push right up here. So this is all, and then I flip this over, and we're gonna put a bead of glue all the way across this bottom part here, okay? So I'm gonna put a bead of glue here, and then put that there, and then what I do is I just, I'm gonna go in. So now we got this like that, okay? But now we need to make this hat come up. So what I do is, you can use anything. I'm using this little yarn that I got at the dollar store. It was $1. You can use twine. I've used twine. I use jute twine. The red twine stuff. I don't know where it is. I lost it, y'all. I don't know where. Somewhere in this disaster of a craft. Oh, it's right here. I have this that I got. They sell all of this stuff, whatever you want, but this was a little bit more cost effective because you get a whole roll. So I'm gonna bring that right underneath, right on the top of that Hershey bar, so that way it can have the biggest of that little loop. I tie a knot and then I tie a little bow. You could do whatever you want. You could add a little pom-pom, a little jingly bell, anything you wanted to embellish that a little bit, but you know, we go simpler because I think it still looks really cute. And then I just have a little bow up there, okay? So now we can embellish this. I got stickers at the dollar store. I got little heart stickers. I got these ones that some of them say like love. Anything you want, basically anything you want. I'm gonna go with a little heart sticker like this, and I'm going to, you can stick this on, but since I'm a little like, I don't know how well it's gonna stick to the fabric, I put a little deep dab of hot glue on it just to be a little bit extra cautious. And I'm gonna stick this one right in the corner to kind of embellish his hat a little bit. Isn't that really cute? And then what every gnome needs a nose, because it wouldn't be a nose, and I need to grab a couple more noses down here. What I got was a big bag. I think there's like, I don't even know. There are 500 of them, and they're 20 millimeter beads, and they came in a pack of 500 on Amazon. They were like less than $10. 20 millimeter wood beads on Amazon, and basically what I'm going to use those as noses. They do have the little things on the side just because you can use them as like necklace beads or whatever, but you don't see that. And I just go right in between the little nubs on the side, and I just like add a little bead of hot glue on the bottom, and then I flip that and I stick it right in the middle, kind of right by the hat. I kind of tuck it so it's touching the hat, and I put it right on the beard in the middle, and then our little gnome, you kind of hold it there for a couple seconds so it can dry. I'm not trying to flip you guys off. Hold it there, and then it's gonna dry, and then you have a little gnome, y'all. It's so simple. I'm not even telling you guys, these are so easy to make. They're so fun. Basically, y'all, for those Hershey bars, you do the exact, these Hershey bars, you do the exact same thing for the hat, and then basically then you just cut a piece of thing and add the little scarf and add a little sticker down here, and you're basically done. You don't have to worry about the thing. I printed these off, the little faces, but you could color them in, you could draw them in if you wanted to, anything. So that's how you do it. It's so easy, so simple. Look, we did this in under 6 minutes. Isn't that pretty cool? Actually, I lied because we cut the video, so it's probably gonna be under 10 minutes, I hope. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I hope to see you guys' ideas. I'm thinking about doing these for Easter too, maybe some like little Easter bunnies or something. I'm not sure exactly, but people love to give these as little gifts, and I sell a ton of them, especially for Christmas during craft shows. I sell a bunch. I'm gonna probably be doing some Christmas gnomes this coming up season. But yeah, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Comment any questions or concerns or anything in the comments. Give this video or give my channel a subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so that way I can hang out with you guys, and you guys can hang out with me, and turn on your notifications on the little bell. That way you get notified every time I go live. I want to start this year, I want to go live on here more and upload more videos here, but I do go live on Facebook over at MB Crafts, which you can find the link in the bio. Or the description. I go over there live a lot, and that's probably my main focus over there, but I will be trying to get on here more, okay? You guys all have a great rest of your night, day, whatever time you're watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.